Hey everyone! I'm going to show you how to make a super simple pasta that you can basically do from your pantry. And I've made this a couple times during the shelter in place. It's so easy. Basically, I already cooked a pound of pasta. You can use any kind you want, but I think bucatini or angel hair works the best. Then I'm going to use the same pot that I cooked my pasta in and put a little olive oil in there and let that just heat up. And once it starts to look shimmery, it takes a minute, and wavy, then you know that it's hot. And I have 2 garlic cloves. They're just smashed. I peeled them, and let's see if you can see that without the light in the way. I peeled them and they're just smashed. And I'm just gonna add that here and cook it for a minute. And it's just a very, very low heat. And once you start to kind of smell the garlic, just after about 30 seconds or a minute, and then I am going to add a can of drained tomatoes. These are diced. You don't want pureed. Diced tomatoes, if they're whole, just make sure you take out that center core. And I happen to really like the San Marzano. I think these are the best tomatoes, so if you're looking at the store, this is the brand to go for. And I'm just gonna pour the tomatoes in, season it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. I'm not gonna put too much salt in there because we're going to add some capers in a little bit. And also it's optional to add Parmesan cheese, and it always has a lot of salt. I do the Parmesan cheese and the cheese at the end on the side in case there's anyone who doesn't eat dairy. 1 can of drained artichoke hearts that are quartered. If they're already whole, make sure that you cut them. And just pour this in and give it a stir. And we don't need to worry really about cooking, but we just want to get it warmed up because we're going to add the pasta to it. So I just give that a little stir. And I have a few tablespoons of drained capers. This gives it a nice color and adds a little punch of kind of saltiness and brininess to the pasta. And a lot of this stuff you probably have in your pantry. I mean, everyone buys capers and you forget you have them and you never even end up using them. So I've got that. Then I'm gonna add a few dashes of red pepper flakes. Just a few. You don't want it too spicy, but it gives it a little kick and just brings it up to the next level. Leaves here. And I'm just gonna take a kitchen shear and just simply cut them into ribbons, just holding them kind of in a pile. You don't have to do anything special. This is a very rustic pasta, and think of it as everything doesn't have to be very refined and cut perfectly. So I like that. Then I have some arugula here, and I'm just gonna put a handful of arugula in there and give it another stir. And now we're gonna throw the pasta in. Here's the pound of pasta that's already cooked. So I'm just gonna use simple tongs here and just gently mix it together. And I have about a quarter to a half a cup of wine, a nice dry white wine. Pour that in. I'm just with my family, so I don't have to worry, we're all sheltering together. I have a little bit of shredded buffalo mozzarella that I'll throw on top in my own bowl, and you can put some fresh Parmesan cheese and you're good to go.